Hey, Life Designers, welcome to Intentional Tuesdays. This week we're going to be talking about something that I suspect most of us don't spend a lot of time thinking about, but I would argue that we should. That is our signature. Now, our signature is very easily dismissed as just a bunch of scribbles on a sheet of paper that we have to sign every now and again, a legal document or something else that requires a signature. But I would argue that a signature is much, much more than that. Now, exactly what our signature is and how we should be using it in order to have more influence and more impact is the subject of this week's Intentional Tuesday. So if that sounds interesting to you, then stick with us because we're going to jump right in. So what is the most famous signature that you can think of? For most of us, the answer is easy. It appears on a very important document in the history of the United States, John Hancock. In fact, the signature is so famous that it's actually become synonymous with the act of signing a document, putting your John Hancock on something. Now, when John Hancock and the other 55 delegates put their names on the Declaration of Independence, it was much more than just a bunch of scribbles on paper. It was a declaration of intent. It was a declaration of their commitment. And those signatures changed the course of history. Every time that we sign our signature, we are affirming our consent. We are declaring our commitment to something. In business parlance, we are taking ownership of something, whether it be a legal document or some kind of deliverable at work or even a piece of art. When we put our name on something, we are indicating that we stand by that thing. And it means we stand by that thing with our full integrity. We should not be giving our signature away lightly. Now, our signature has also taken on a more metaphorical meaning. It's come to mean our personal approach, our personal style that we bring to every single thing that we do, whether it be the way that we go about our work, whether it be the way that we raise our children, whether it be the way we show up in relationship to our significant other, whether we show up, how we show up in our community, or the way that we express ourselves to the world. Our signature is an expression of our uniqueness in each of these areas of our life. And we are, in fact, unique. There's nobody else that has your exact perspective. There's nobody else who has your talents and your limitations. There's nobody else who has had your life experience. You are the only person who has your exact genetic makeup. Each one of us is absolutely unique, and therefore every single thing that we do is unique because it's a function of our unique being. Now, this is not something that we should just gloss over. We need to take ownership of that uniqueness. We need to celebrate that uniqueness. We need to put our signature on the most important things in our lives and thus declaring them as our own. Now, when I propose this to people, I often get a common counter argument, and you may be experiencing or feeling this in your own mind right now. You may be thinking, okay, Mike, I will admit that I am unique. And I'll even go so far as to say that the things that I do are unique because of my own uniqueness. However, I don't believe that my uniqueness matters to other people in any significant way. My uniqueness isn't the thing that is making the difference in whatever it is that I'm doing. My reply to this argument is simple. In order for something to matter to anyone else in the world, it must matter to you first. So now my question is, are you proudly putting your signature on the work that matters to you in the world? So that's it for this week's Intentional Tuesdays. I thought I would keep this week's episode on the shorter side given the short holiday week. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving if you are celebrating that as we are here in the US. And if not, then I hope you just have an excellent week. As always, I appreciate your time and I appreciate your attention. And until our paths cross again, I wish you all the best and a prosperous journey. Take care.